Welcome everybody, my name is Michael or Kubera, and we're sitting in one of my favorite places in the entire world. It's called IKEA. Today we're discussing about NFTs and DeFi. What are NFTs? What is this crazy artwork hype that's been going on? Certain art pieces have been selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Is this similar to crypto kitties? If you remember a few years back in 2017 and 18, certain crypto kitties were selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars. And the same thing is happening now, but there's certain celebrity endorsements such as deadmau5 and most recently even Logan Paul. So let's get into NFTs. Hopefully the music that's playing in the background doesn't give me a copyright. And hopefully you're having a fantastic day because Bitcoin dropped overnight to 44,000 and has regained its ground, approaching towards $49,000. Happy times, let's go.
This is worth explaining because this topic has been blowing up recently. NFTs are an exciting cryptocurrency space just as DeFi is. And I wanted to mention, if you're not subscribed yet to my other channel, the link will be down in the description as always. We're approaching 600 subscribers, and let's get into NFTs, non-fungible tokens. So let's first discuss about what's going on in the celebrity world and why certain pieces are fetching up to hundreds of thousands of dollars, and these artists are making millions of dollars, sometimes in a matter of just a few hours, such as Logan Paul. As you saw at the very beginning, I posted, he made over $5 million so far. And in the first day, he made over $3.5 million. And someone compared that to when he was selling merchandise, and he did sell over $3 million worth of merchandise, but his NFTs earned him more money in a quicker amount of time than he possibly ever could have thought. Now, of course, he's grown a lot since he first came out with his merchandise, and he has tens of millions of followers, and his brother's super famous and Vines and YouTube, and they're friends with celebrities. So these guys are huge people. Whenever you're talking about tens of millions, potentially even hundreds of millions of eyeballs, and all the major news networks around you, even for stupid stuff they do. You know, I respect the grind, I respect the hustle. There's some people that hate the Paul brothers, like whatever, they're making money, they're baking on current trends, and hey, Logan Paul got into NFTs, their fights are doing pretty well, whatever. Anyways, a lot of this money came recently due to both the explosion of cryptocurrency, but people, want to support their favorite artist, and this is just another way to do that. But also, it is sort of like an investment because with CryptoKitties back in 2018, people would take these cats, virtual cats, and just like virtual coins from like RuneScape or other video games that you would play, there was a chance that the value would grow, and certain people ended up reselling for 10x or even 100x. And there was a lot of NFT platforms that popped up last year or even 2 years ago where suddenly people realized, hey, there is a secondary marketplace to this. You could purchase, for example, Logan Paul's cards, and I'm not sure if they actually had some resale value, whether they were good or not, maybe not. You'd have to do your own research with that. But we know it was a big launch. We know it was very successful. And we know that with other NFT launches, people have been able to resell. So maybe that same hype came for this. And I know that it was associated with like Pokemon, and Pokemon cards are huge for reselling. Let me tell you, I'm not in the States right now, but I know everything about the McDonald's Pokemon release where people were just going crazy and taking as many Pokemon cards as they could. People were making tens of thousands of dollars. So obviously when you combine that and a huge celebrity and put it all online with cryptocurrency, it gets chaotic. See, some other pretty big profile people, both from the cryptocurrency world and just from celebrities and sports, and a lot of sports teams are trying to get into blockchain. So you have DJs like Alesso, Dimitri Vegas, like Mike, deadmau5. And art is obviously subjective, but there is art that you're able to look at. It can be a video game, it can be music. Obviously, there's different forms to art. You have Michael Rubin, he's the owner of the Philadelphia 76ers. You have other sports players. You have Christian Vieri, Paolo Maldini. These are two former professional soccer players. You have the Winklevoss twins, which they're huge in the cryptocurrency world, multi-billionaires with their cryptocurrency exchange, Gemini. deadmau5 released his collectible NFTs back in December. NFTs are verifiable, just like with blockchain. You're able to look at this data. You're able to confirm that, yes, it is authentic, it is real, it's not a counterfeit. So what are NFTs? They are non-fungible tokens, and unlike common cryptocurrency tokens, NFTs contain identifying information recorded in their smart contracts. This data makes each NFT different and unique, and that is what makes them not interchangeable and scarce. It's just like there's one Mona Lisa, there's one famous sculpture by Michelangelo, there's one famous signature by some celebrity who's dead now. And these celebrities are making their unique NFT. NFTs, just like with deadmau5, he labeled stuff from common to very rare. Obviously, the very rare items would go up in value. With crypto kitties, you had the more unique kitty that you customized, the higher up in value would go. And each kitty was different, with different eyes, different bodies, different ears, whatever. In December of 2020, a new record was reached. One of the first artists hit $1 million. That wasn't a company. A 17-year-old designer, Ferocious, sold one of her crypto artworks for $21,350. And obviously they're selling it for Ethereum, and the value of Ethereum rose, and it's just crazy. 17-year-olds making tens of thousands of dollars per month. And especially artists, where most artists, you have the whole thing, oh, they're starving, oh, they're poor. Nah, you just got to get a little bit of knowledge with blockchain. Gary Vaynerchuk has been going crazy, but he is the king of reselling, and he's loving sports cards and sports teams. So obviously it was a no-brainer for him to get into NFTs. So he's been very interested with what's been going on with Logan Paul. And what happened with Logan Paul's NFTs, there were a set of 3,000 that were dropped on February 19th. Each one was selling for $1 Ethereum. This was over $1,500 at the time, maybe even up to $2,000. And during their first day on the market, 1772 NFTs were purchased for a total of roughly $3.5 million in sales. The first $1 million worth of NFTs were sold 30 minutes after dropping them, and Logan Paul was helped out by fellow cryptocurrency entrepreneurs. Just as a lot of these celebrities, they don't really fully understand what's going on with NFTs, just as a lot of people don't. So there's always a company that reaches out to them like, hey, let's sponsor you, like, hey, we could do this, da-da-da, and the celebs are like, all right, well, let's do it, let's try it out, and that's how it works. So what's interesting with Logan Paul's sale, any artwork that wouldn't be sold, Bondly would burn the remaining supply. So he was working with Bondly, a company, and that would make it even more rare, I guess. So demand was also driven up by a contest. 3 buyers would receive a first edition pack of Pokemon cards. And as I was saying earlier, these Pokemon cards are, sometimes they're worth a lot of money, right? It could be a single card, like those rare Pokemon Pikachu cards, or there could be packs that are in pristine conditions and you have like grading, just like you grade diamonds. There's people who grade Pokemon cards and sports cards, and these rare first edition packs would be worth $40,000, as well as a free trip to LA to attend a Pokemon card unboxing stream, which, all right, whatever, but these are hardcore Pokemon guys. Woohoo! Right now, there is a lot of splash. People are like, oh my goodness, there's a lot of celebrity endorsements. Cryptocurrency's on the rise, except for the recent correction, but that's all right by the dip. A lot of artists and a lot of cryptocurrency enthusiasts do believe that they hold massive potential for the future of digital artists and creators. Just as Patreon, when it first came out, people were like, oh, this is interesting. And now Patreon is a pretty big company. Sure, they've had their own controversies, but there's been a lot of platforms that have turned people into millionaires by helping support artists, whereas before they would have been the starving artists in Paris. Now you have people driving Mercedes-Benz. Not everyone, of course, there's always going to be the poor artists, but there's more opportunities where that wasn't available before. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's go into the details. We've already mentioned how this is on the blockchain and they're unique. Basically, you're able to tokenize anything you want. An NFT can be described as a certificate of authenticity. Most NFTs are going to be based on Ethereum's blockchain, as most decentralized apps and everything nowadays. But some other blockchains, such as Tron or Neo, do also support NFTs. So currently, there's a large portion of NFTs that are mainly collectibles and artwork and video game stuff. But there's new use cases being explored every single day. Digital artwork has been really exploding, with one of the craziest examples by Beeple. His name is Mike Winkelman. He's a graphic designer from Charleston, South Carolina, and one of his recent pieces sold for $777. Holy moly, approaching $800,000. His first auction also hit $3.5 million in a single weekend. So these people are becoming millionaires. And his digital art usually sells for over $100,000. There's new and emerging platforms such as Nifty Gateway and Maker's Place. Nifty Gateway, by the way, has been bought out by the Winklevoss twins back in 2019. So Let's say Beeple's digital art, for example. How does it work? It's linked to a unique NFT that's stored on blockchain. Anyone could go online and verify, yes, it is indeed authentic. NFTs acquired through Nifty Gateway can be stored in the custodian's wallet, or they can be transferred to whoever's purchasing it to their own personal wallet. If you own the private keys, you can own the art, obviously, just as you have altcoins and you add them into your MyEther wallet or MetaMask, you could also have NFTs. So when you buy an NFT, you buy the unique token that comes with it and the work of art that's linked to that token, whatever it may be. It's registered on the blockchain, and it provides a permanent record that, yes, you purchased it here and here, it's authentic, it was from this artist, and in the future, if you're going to resell it, it's going to be better resale value for you. So how would that happen? How would you transfer ownership in the future if you're going to be reselling it? Transferring ownership of an NFT requires a blockchain transaction that can be authorized only by the NFT's owner's private key, much like sending Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency. Seems simple enough. So people can take screenshots as much as they want, but it's not coming from the original address. It's not real. It's as simple as that. So it's interesting. You even have famous auction houses such as Christie's, which was founded in London in 1766. They sold their first NFT in October 2020, and they announced recently that they would be auctioning off their first Beeple art. Unlike most Christie's auctions, these bids would be coming in online. So the simplest explanation of an NFT, first of all, let's discuss fungible. What does that mean? I want you to picture this in your head. Assets. You know what an asset is. It's something that you have that may gain in value, or it's storing its value. You have a fungible class and a non-fungible class, and you can have physical or digital versions of these. So let's start with fungible. What does that mean? Let's give some examples. Fungible, you can create copies of it, and there's nothing that's unique about it. For example, you could create copies of the $10 bill, as long as you're the Fed and you're not doing it illegally. A $100 bill, fiat currency, you have 5 euro cents, you have nickels, dimes, gold, silver, diamonds, you're producing it, great. So that would be physical fungible assets. Digital fungible assets would be cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, altcoins, DeFi, video game coins, whatever else you have online. Non-fungible physical copies would be something like artwork or sculptures or a theater performance that only happens once, or a musical concert, something that makes it special and there's only one of that ever happening. So for example, the Mona Lisa or a sculpture by Michelangelo. And digital non-fungible items would be CryptoKitties or these Logan Paul Pokemon NFTs. Some artwork that is unique and there's only one of it. Also, to add into fungible, number one thing is total value. What can it be? You can have two $50 bills and one $100 bill, and the same total value at the end of the day is $100. If I give you $10 and you give me two fives, I'm fine with that because they're both the same value. Non-fungible, you can't substitute this artwork. There's only one of it. You can't give me another artwork for this one. So NFTs are very exciting. Can you get rich off of it? Yes, if you're already an artist, or if you find a good use case for NFTs. But for the average person, unless you're a reseller, that's also another way you can get into it. I wouldn't really advise looking into it much more than just researching it so you have a basic understanding of what it is. It's a cool new aspect of cryptocurrency. Who knows? Maybe you decide, hey, I'm going to be a digital artist from now on. This is my new passion. Maybe I'm going to be a reseller and flipper. Instead of doing physical stuff, I'm going to be doing non-fungible digital assets. That's all right. Go you. But for the day traders out there, stick to day trading. If you're a Bitcoin hodler, stick to that. Look out for opportunities, cryptocurrency, but always there will be risk. There is no guarantee with an NFT that it's going to go up in value. It may just as well go down. I'm not really an artwork person. I only have one painting. I got it as a gift. It's worth a few $100s. It was worth a few $100. I'm going to hold on to it for probably the next 20, 30, 40 years. I've already been holding on to it for over 2 years now because this is a famous Polish artist. And I know that they're approaching an age where, hopefully they're still able to live a long life, but it's a unique painting, and this person, if they die, the value might go up. Now, is it going to be tens of thousands of dollars? Probably not. But the few $100 painting might be worth a few $1,000s in the future, which is pretty cool if you just hold on to it. But other than that one gift that I received, which was a really unique gift. I've never received anything like that, and that's a pretty cool gift idea. So, hey, if your girlfriend's birthday is coming up, you know what to get her. Maybe an NFT. Or maybe a physical artwork piece that's unique. But I'm not too knowledgeable about art. There's people who spend their entire lives working on this. So if you're curious about NFTs, there's plenty of platforms out there, and that's probably the first place that you'd want to start. Just take a look and go from there. So that is today's video. Thanks so much for watching.
Man, I love this green. I gotta get this chair in America. Anyways, thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, and share. And we shall see you guys later.